guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I thought today I'm going to just use the Carpenter new digital kit that I've got. It's a lovely kit. We've got all these lovely wood effect papers and embellishments in there. And I've also got some sort of like happy birthday, and we've got the Father's Day. I know Father's Day is coming up this weekend. So if you wanted to do something for the man in your life, whether it's your dad, your husband, or whoever, and do you know what I mean? We've got happy birthdays. You can make it into anything. I get asked a lot about men's kits and cards and things like that. So what I thought I would do today is make a card, a men's card. Now I've got the two envelopes like this. I've cut one out. This is like a little envelope, and I thought I might put that on front of a card. So I've got these little bits as well. I just love this kit. It's really, really lovely. So I need just wondering whether to do a big card or a smaller one, but I think I might use this one. So then we can, I haven't printed on the back of these, so I think I might use that as the front. So it's quite a nice big card, isn't it then? And then we can just embellish it. So let's have a look. I'm going to take these pieces out of here just in case we want to use those. I won't use these bits, but I'm going to make a journal with Andy. I thought so. I'm hoping. I think the video went out this morning for the Friday freebie, and we had such a giggle making that. It was such fun. So what was I doing? I think I've got some of this which I used for, I was doing some painting, and I put this down. So I'm just wondering whether I should back this. This is quite nice actually, this paper. Shall I just back this? It's got little perforated bits in it, but I don't think that really matters, does it? If I stick that on, oopsie daisy, I just hit the camera. I'm going to just stick this on with some glue stick. And then while this is sort of like, you know, sticking a bit, setting, or whatever you call it, what would you call it? You know, drying. Maybe drying? Well, the glue dries. Gosh. We will get on with making the envelope. So let's just, oh, see daisy, stick this down onto here. Just gonna stick that down. Do you think that's enough glue? Let's just get rid of this bit. Oops. Not sure whether that's going to be enough glue. It's not the sort of thing that you sew, is it? So I can always add a little bit of tacky glue to the corners if it doesn't quite stick. So let's just pop that down. Let's get my bone folder. Should we turn it over? So another way to use up all our sort of like Amazon packaging basically, or packaging, or if you've got some nice wrapping paper you could back it with, or you could back it with another piece of the wood paper. But I just thought that would just thicken it up just a little bit. So let's see. Should I stick a little bit of this in the corners as well? Just so it doesn't... Not that it really matters if it sort of like peels off just a little bit, because it's sort of like... It's going to be a little bit rustic anyway, isn't it? So let's just pop another little bit in that corner. Right, I'm going to just... Oops. Squidge a bit in there. Let's just stick that down. Right, I'm going to just pop that to the side for a minute and just leave that. Now if you've got a card base, then you could use that. Do you know what I mean? So now I've got one of these, and I was also thinking of using the brown paper because I haven't backed any of these. I don't need to cover all of it, do I? I just need to. Let's just bend this. Let's just make the little envelope. So I've made this sort of like out of sort of like brown paper anyway, because I wanted it to look like a, you know, when you get all the sort of nuts and bolts in little boxes and stuff, I wanted it to sort of like mimic that sort of paper. I didn't make a box because I wanted it to go into the journal, and obviously a box is not going to go in the journal, but I was just thinking this would be perfect like that. And this fits a lovely little gift card in as well. And I've got these little embellishments which I might pop in there, because these are sort of like round wire nails, 4 inches, 2 inches, 6 inches, metal L bracket. Okay, there we go. I want to just line a little bit of this paper in here. Okay, I'm going to measure this. Now I've still got my broken cutter here. I just want to measure this. Okay, so what I normally do, look, this is obviously a certain length. I put a little mark on there where I know I want to cut, so don't need that much. Let me just tear this down. I'm going to mark that off, just so it's the same length this way, isn't it, as that. So if we fold those in, oh, just need maybe a fraction more. Let's do this side because this has got little bobbly bits on. Gosh, look at that. My poor cutter, it's worked so hard that it's going to have to go in the recycling soon, I think. Okay, once I glue that down, I don't need all of that, but I'm going to glue this. A little bit of glue stick on there, just to line it. But again, if you've printed on the back, you don't really need to do this. But I don't like the white in the inside of it. So, and then this will sort of like match, won't it? Oh gosh, not doing a very good job. There we go. What do you think? There we go. Perfect. Lovely. We take our bone folder. Oops. Just fold that piece down. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then we can just, oh my gosh, drop the scissors. Just trim it up like that. Just nicely. Now again, this can be a gift card on its own, or a gift card holder on its own. So it's not necessarily this, not necessarily for men. You could put some lovely, this is a really nice sort of like a paper effect. You could put some lovely flowers on this. So this isn't necessarily just for the men's one. You could use these in other journals as well. Okay, I like that. Let's pop the lid on there. Let's add a little bit of ink. My desk is a lot bigger now because I moved it all when Andy and myself did the Friday Freebie, and I feel it's really big. I feel I've got lots of room now. So let's just add that little bit. Let's turn that over. So that's super easy, isn't it? Now, shall I? Because I was thinking of putting a little closure on here, but I'd attach it to that bit, wouldn't I? So I can still stick these down. Let's do that. Let's have a little bit of glue. Put a little bit on this bit, and then around the top. Stick that down. Okay, that's our little envelope done. So again, I don't think, have I got a gift card? I've got a nice one here, which has got some lovely gesso on it. Can you see? So they fit in perfectly. This is an Amazon card. So that fits in there perfectly. So just to let you know how big it is, that's probably a better way of seeing it like that. So it does fit in nicely. So let's just take just a little bit of ink around the edges like that. Now I've gathered up some little bits and pieces. I'm going to pop the lid on this before it dries up. Well, not lots of little pieces, but a few bits. I've got some wood veneer on here, which I've had in a little box. I've got lots of this. My mother-in-law gave it to me and it's fabulous. I did misplace it for a while, but cleaning up my room, I found it. And this is a piece of a sandpaper. Now, I coloured this with a little bit of the Liquitex transparent raw umber and a little bit of water, just to change the colour a little bit. So I've got two different colours on there, so I might use that because obviously sandpaper and wood go together. Now, shall we cut this out? I think that's probably dry now. Let's get rid of the big bits like this. Again, if you've got a Amazon envelope, which is a sort of a thinner one, because I know you can get some thinner ones, you could actually use that as the card base. I'm going to throw that away. I don't need that. Oh gosh, that goes in my paintbrushes. Oh gosh. Just when I thought I had a little bit more room. There we go. Let's just cut this down. I do make such a mess. But I've got my shelf. My shelf arrived today from IKEA. It was too big to go in the back of the car. Because it's sort of like door height. And my car's only little. It's a little sort of town car that we whiz around in. And it didn't fit. So we had to have it delivered. But delivery costs are so expensive. But I really needed a new shelf. But, well, it's not a shelf, it's a bookcase. It's just the Billy bookshelf, it's called. And I'm hoping that it's going to give me a little bit more space. Oh God, I've got nowhere to put that now. Because my paintbrushes are all over my other table. Never mind. Right, let's just fold this in half. Like that. There we go, that worked, didn't it? I quite like that on the inside. That's really nice. So let's just have a little bit of ink. Look at my poor Dauber. Yes, me and Andy had great fun doing the Friday freebie this morning. It was such fun. Well, you saw it this morning, didn't you? So I'm giving you two videos today. This one's going to go on. This will be on the evening. So we had great fun. We do giggle a lot, which is good. Don't know whether that's quite level, but oh my poor Dauber. Let me try and find another one. Here we go. There we are. There we go. Which way round do we have it? Doesn't really matter. I do like this. It's very nice, isn't it? Now, I've cut out a few of these, which are little round ones. But what I was thinking, before I hide this, lose this on my table, just wondering whether to put this little gift cardy thing on the front. So if it's like a little gift, we can pop it in there. Now, let's just get rid of these bits. I'm going to keep the bigger bits. Let's pop those over there. Let's pop these bits in the bin. Little bit of recycling we can do. Let's see. Now, I've got pockets here somewhere. Here we are. What do you think? We could have a rustic pocket, or we could just have the little wooden one. Oh, it's going to have to go in that way, isn't it, this one? What do you think? I quite like that little rusticy one, actually. What should we put behind? Should we put anything behind? Oh, actually, I could use one of these behind it, couldn't I? Let's go for the rusticy wood look. Let's have a little mix and match of woods. So I think I might put this one on behind and this little pocket. Nice and simple. Can I just cut it out? Super simple. There you go. And then maybe I like this little piece of odd wood that's coming out of it there. There we go. Let's just bend these. Do you think I need to score them? I should really, shouldn't I? Find my ruler. Here we are. So just take your ruler. You need a tiny little ball tool. If you just go down, it just makes it a little bit easier to fold it, especially when they're quite sort of like small to fold. Just do a little line through. There we go. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Let's see. There we go. That's made it easier. What do you think? That looks good, doesn't it? What do I do with my little envelope? There we go. And then that can go in there. We can decorate this and we can decorate that. And I was just thinking of putting that behind. I think that will look good. I think I might put a little bit of paper behind this. Just give it a little bit of a collage, I think. Chop around the edge. Or I might as well, I might take my little distress tool and just go around the edge as well. Just so it scruffs it up a little bit. There we go. These actually you could probably fold into like an envelope. That might be quite nice. Okay, what we'll do. A little bit of ink. So this looks like the polish you would put on wood, wasn't it, to colour it, so quite like that. Lovely. What should we put behind? Scruffy bit of paper like this. What do you think? Well, actually, I could have a little bit of the sandpaper behind, couldn't I? That would look quite nice. I'm going to use a little bit of this. All of it, maybe just a little bit. And just sort of collage the back of it. I'm going to just ink that little bit. What do you think? That looks quite good, doesn't it? Shall we have a little bit of brown paper as well? Won't hurt, will it? Let's stick that just to give it a little bit of scrunch it up. A little bit of background. Lovely. Just stick that. What do you reckon? That looks quite good, doesn't it? Have it quite high. I'm going to need to ink this bit so we can see that bit. There we go. Love it. What do you reckon? A little bit of lighter? Oh, I like that. That's fun, isn't it? Then what we can do is put this at the bottom, and then you've got your lovely little gift card. I don't want to hide that too much, so let's put that quite high up. Right, let's just collage the back. Shall I do it with, let's just do it with this. Will this hold it? Maybe I'll have to use my 3-in-1, I think will probably be better. Let's stick this down. piece on. And we put this little bit up there, like that. Fabulous. That looks good, doesn't it? There we are. Stick it sort of like goes there. What do you reckon? That looks nice, doesn't it? I want that quite high because of this little pocket, don't we? And then that can just sit in there, so it's sort of can go up a little bit. We don't have to. There we go. That's what we shall do. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick a few of these little things, I think, around the edge, just so it's got a little bit. Well, actually, we had a ruler here somewhere, didn't we? Where was that? Which piece was that? Oh, it's right under my nose. There it is. Oh, I quite like that. Let's put this on, shall we? Put this down the side. Pencil's fab, isn't it, as well? Let's just cut this down. These bits. Oh, I like that. That looks good, doesn't it? I might actually just lift it up like that. Let's just ink a little bit. So digital kits, journal ones, aren't just for making journals. You can use them for all sorts of things. So especially when making little cards and stuff. I think they're going to be great. So let's stick this on. You could probably put some staples in the wood as well, which would look quite good. So you could get your stapler and staple bits together. Let's stick that down. I'll go underneath that piece off. There we go. Lovely. I like that. Which one did I think I inked this one. I suppose I could put one up there. I quite like that down there though. Or there. Oh, decisions. Let's just stick it on. There we go. Going to put it there. Like that. And then this will come sort of over the top, won't it? A little bit maybe. Lovely. Might take this. Stick that down, I think. Let's have a really nice collagey one. Oops, I think it's going to take my foam off my dauber there. There we go. Where do you reckon this is going to go? Let's just stick it like that. Let's just stick it there. Perfect. So I might put that there and then just cut the edges off. What do you reckon? I think I will. Put that on there. Then cut the little bits off. Lovely. Oops. Stuck to my fingers. What else do you have in woodwork? Don't really have chain, do you? So I think if we put some chain, I could do with some little screws and some little nails, couldn't we? Should we stick this one on first? Let's stick this on first, I think. Bit of cheesecloth. Maybe you could put a bit of cheesecloth on here. That might go, wouldn't it? What do you think? Do you think? Shall I get my little... Oh, it's here. Do I have anything in here? Got a little bit of this. Oh, there's a little scruffy bit. I could actually tuck that under there. Couldn't we? Just a little bit. I don't think we'd better go for lace. But we could go with... Let's just open this up. Squash it like that. Do you reckon? That will just give a little bit of texture into there. There we go. Nice scrunchy up. Nice little grungy bit. Is that quite sort of level? Sort of, isn't it? Where's my little dauber? There we go. A little bit of ink. And then we can just stick this on. Love it. Do we want something that comes out here? No, I'm going to put... What did we do with this little envelope? I'll decorate this in a minute. So that can sort of like fit in there. A little bit of a wonk or something, can't it? We could have... Should we add a little bit of colour? I think maybe the yellow. Let's add that, I think. Then I think I'm going to add that one to there. So we'll have the yellow one. I'm just making this up as I go along, as you can see, because I haven't cut anything out yet. But best way, I think, let's just pop that down. So we do that, and then I can just cut that little bit off. I think that might look quite nice. Stick that on. Chop this little bit off. Oops. A little bit of ink. Oh, I like this. I like that. That looks really nice inside actually, doesn't it? There we are. Let me stick the pocket on. Should we sort of like grunge this up a bit? Just so it's sort of like got a little bit of grungy bits on it. Distressed. Distress it. That's what it is, isn't it? There we are. Perfect. A little bit of this on here. A little bit of this. This would make, actually, this would make quite a nice front of a journal. So, I don't know, if you're not going to make a card, that will make a really good journal front, I think. Putting it with a little pocket in to pop some journaling cards in or something. But that works really well. Oops. Oh, is it going to stick onto the sandpaper? Let's give it a minute. Let's see. Might need a little bit of glue gun. What do you reckon? Oh no, I think it might. Where's my... I keep losing this. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, I want to do a little closure on here. I've got some of this, which I like the dark. It's quite, I wonder if I could, I've got my, there you go. What do you think? Do you think that's going to just, let's give it a go, shall we? Oh! Let's give that another go. I wonder if that one's a bit too hard. Should I try this one? that. There we are. I think I might have to back it. Do you think I should stick it onto a piece of card? Have I got any card? There we go. Here's a piece that I must have used for something. Shall I stick it on? I need to make another hole in it, don't I? What do you think that will work? Okay. Should I pop a brad through there? I could do, couldn't I? So I'd have to make a little hole through this. What do you reckon? Where's my little... There they are. Let me see. Am I going to break it? Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I think because it's quite fragile, I think you need to stick it onto a piece of card. If you've got any of this wood. My mother-in-law used to make dolls' houses and things to go in dolls' houses, so this is why she's got this veneer she gave to me, which I love. Just make sort of like furniture bits to go into dolls' houses, and they're lovely. There we go. Let's just ink this around. I think this is quite fragile. And then I need a little bit, I could do with a little bit of embroidery thread actually on this, couldn't I? Okay, so that needs to go onto here. Like that. Should I make a little, where's my pencil on? There we go. Let's just make a little. There we go. Now I need a little brad. Okay. Don't think we need a shiny one, do we? We just need a little one. Black one? Brown one. Let's go for the brown. Will that fit? Too big? Hole too big? No, that's okay, isn't it? What I'm going to do, I'm going to punch out a smaller one of these, just to lift it up a little bit from the back. I think I'll have two. So let's just make the hole first. Just so these are, just lifts it up from the back a little bit. What I mean. Pop this through. That's better. Open that up. There we go. It's just got tiny, just a sort of like 2 thicknesses of this piece of card, just to give it a little bit of space. Lovely. Let's see, I've got some thread in here, but I don't know whether I've got sort of a brown. I've got this one. Oh, that would work. That will work, won't it? Or you could just use a little bit of twine, I suppose, couldn't you? Let's just pop that on there. It doesn't have to be too tight. Is that done? I'm just going to do one little thing before I cut it. I'm just going to go round, and I'm just going to do it once. We don't want it too thick, do we? I don't want it too long, I mean, not too thick. Just make a little knot in the end. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then that can just sit in there. Perfect. Okay, that's that done. So now we want to pop a little something on the front, don't we? My nice big desk is getting a little bit small now with all this stuff everywhere. What should we put on the front of this? Oh, this is what I was going to do, wasn't it? And I think I'm going to do I'm going to do Happy Father's Day, and I'm going to pop this. My dad is no longer with me or with us, but I can still remember him on Father's Day, so I can still make a card, pop it on the shelf, can't I? Write a little something inside to remember him by. There we go. That's what I shall do. Or I could do one for Andy. He doesn't have any kids, but the girls, my daughter's girls, call him Grandy because he's Grandpa Andy. So Olivia sort of like merged them and called him Grandy, which I thought was fantastic. Now my daughter just calls Andy Grandy now, which I think is hilariously funny. I just think it's great. So let's just cut this out. You can have this one, or you can have another coloured ones. I love the colours on these. No, I'm not going to put, I'm going to just put a plainer one because we've got the yellow on there. Let's just go round. A little bit of ink. Like I said, this will make a fab little, I'm going to pop that like that. Or should we pop it? Well, it's going to go in like this, isn't it? So let's have that on this side. Pop this, oops, on here. Pop that over there, like that. Shall we pop a little bit of something underneath? Let's just build this up a little bit. Shall we pop a little bit of... I'm going to have it just on the wonk a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't do that on sandpaper, can we? So I'll take all my little foam off. Just put that like that. Should we have a little bit of wood? I've got bits of wood that have just fallen off, so that might be a little bit big. A little bit of wood on there. I'm going to stick it on actually with my glue gun because I don't think that will hold on too well. I'm going to just stick it like that. There we go. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on here just so it stays on top of that wood and sandpaper. I'm going to stick it on the wonky little bit like that. Look at that, I love it. I think that looks great, doesn't it? Oh, we could put something on the front there too, couldn't we? So I'm going to wrap that around there, pop that into the pocket. Oh, look at that, I love it. Oh, that would make a really nice journal cover. Loving it. So what should we pop on here? Should we pop something on there? What else have we got on here? We've probably got another smaller pocket in a pocket. Or maybe I will put one of these on there. Oh, decisions. Oh, actually, we've got these. That looks nice, doesn't it? What should we go for? I think that top. This one. This one. Decisions. There we go. Loving these. Super simple to cut out as well. Like that. Easy peasy. A little bit of fussy cutting. Around. Oops. Okay. If you haven't done it properly, get your little inky dauber and ink the little white bits. Nobody will know. There you go. Good old ink hides lots of mistakes, doesn't it? There we go. There we go. Actually, 2 brads in there would look quite nice stuck on there, wouldn't they? I think I might do that. Let's make a little hole. Let's pop a little hole there and one there. Pop that through. Oh, fab. Actually, if I thought about it, I could have actually put the brads through the pocket, couldn't I? Instead of sticking it on, I could have actually just attached it with the brads to the little pocket. And that's okay. Look at that. Love it. Lovely, lovely. Let's pop a little bit of glue. And again, you could probably pop this on a little bit of foam tape just to make it a little bit higher, just to give it a little bit of dimension on there. But that looks great, doesn't it? Okay, that. So there you go. If you're not a journal maker, you can make all these little cards. I think I'm going to, which way did that go? It goes like, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, I think. Let's cut that little bit off, make another knot. You could actually pop a little nut or a bolt or something on the end of there. Wouldn't that look good? There we go. So that's nice. There we go. Doesn't show so much then, does it? There we go. Love it. And then you can write in there Happy Father's Day, or if it was a birthday card, or just thinking of you card, anything. I think that's fabulous. So there we go, guys. But yeah, great journal cover. Loving this. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. There we go. That is one for the boys. Which I keep getting asked about men's cards and things like that and digital kits. So this is a fun one, and I just love anything to do with wood like this. I just love the smell of freshly cut wood. It's just so lovely, isn't it? So there we go. Have a fantastic rest of the day. A lovely weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.